Alright guys, Subscriber here again today, back with some more news and rumours surrounding the CDL for 2020. We don't really know when the deadlines are in terms of when spots will, become not available anymore, when teams actually and organisations have to purchase their franchise spot. There's 9 that have been announced so far. Supposedly Activision Blizzard is looking to sell 3 more. In the future, they're trying to expand to 28 teams, but we don't really know when the deadlines are. We kind of know, though, that the deadlines around, or at least the opening times for starting to allow organizations to acquire players has opened pretty much now. And I think maybe by tomorrow, all organizations will be free reign to try and sign players. Therefore, today, we've seen a lot of news around, talent agencies and also some rumours as to where Priestahh and potentially FaZe, who knows, might potentially go. Deal with that in the latter half of the video. To start with, wanted to deal with some interesting news surrounding Faccento and his future. So we'll get into that in a second. Like if you guys enjoy the video, subscribe if you are new as always. Just to quickly mention, liking the video, greatly appreciated. For all the YouTubers that you guys like and enjoy their content, liking's the best thing you can do because YouTube will look at the amount of likes the video has compared to the amount of views it has, and it'll be like, wow, this video's taken off, people love it, and it'll promote it to loads of other people. That's how the algorithm works. So thanks for that. Thought I'd make that quick disclaimer. Harry JTD, quite interesting here, tweeted this out a day or so ago. The amount of hours streamed since Champs. Scraps, Formal, Felony also right up there. Quite interesting. Who's been on the grind as of late? Scrapsy just rocking out here, leading up the pack. Thought that was pretty cool because he hasn't really streamed too much in the past. This was quite interesting as well. Yesterday, Minnesota did this video on their Twitter about Rostermania, or, explaining it, and it was pretty interesting. If you want to check it out, I'll link it down below, the entire thing. Not too much was said. What I can say that was relatively interesting was that if they want to acquire players, which they can do pretty much, I think from tomorrow, if they want to acquire a restricted free agent, then the team that they want to acquire that player from, if that team is also participating in the CDL, so for example an Envy, that Envy team can decide whether they want to match the offer that Minnesota or any other team coming in wants to give them, and they have a week in which to do that. So for example, if Minnesota wanted to buy out a Silly or a Decimate or something like that, they would have to go, or even an Aches for example, they would have to go to Envy and be like, or Dallas, and be like, okay, we want to buy this player, this is our offer, and then Envy have a week to say, well, actually, maybe we'll just match that offer, and then I guess it will go back to Minnesota's court, and they'll be like, okay, do you want to raise your offer, whatever the case may be. That's pretty much what they said in this video. They haven't given any names exactly on who they're looking to target, of course, but yeah, just to bring that to your guys' attention. Here we go then. So yesterday, eUnited tweet out the following: though he was with us for just a short time, Bryce, this is Faccento, had a tremendous impact on the eUnited family that will not be forgotten. We wish him well as he departs the organisation, of course. A World Championship winning coach, won the playoffs as well with eUnited after retiring earlier on in the season. So, fantastic work from Faccento, to be honest. Great guy as well. I remember at London, we went to the casino afterwards. He bought me a double vodka lemonade or something like that. Quality bloke. So yeah, he has moved on. He does this twit longer yesterday. Today ends my coaching career. And people were saying this like, what's going on? Is Faccento's been a coach for few months now. He's had good success on this eUnited team. Is he going back to playing? Like, what's going on? Thanks to eUnited for the opportunity to coach such an amazing group of players and people. I was treated like family from the beginning, and thanks to my favourite camera guys. So this is very interesting. Like, it doesn't make it clear exactly what's going to be going on with Faccento. He then tweets out later something like, wait for tomorrow, whatever the case may be. People were trying to link him to certain franchise spots and maybe thinking he'd get involved with them. Turns out something a little bit different. AD Drake, this guy Andrew Drake, who used to work, I believe, for MLG, actually was, part of the talent hiring process and stuff for events and that. Him and Faccento are teaming up to start a new esports talent agency called Bad Moon Talent, with players like JCap and Enable already signed. So here we go. This is a picture of both of them. Bad Moon Talent launched by esports industry veterans Andrew Drake and Bryce Faccento. Hashtag Bad Moon Rising. BadMoonTalent.com. Pretty interesting. This is a picture of them looking nice and professional. Obviously Faccento on the left, if you guys aren't aware of exactly who he is. And well, I'm sure you are. You're on a Call of Duty channel. This is a video I wanted to share with you. Cheddar Esports, who've been pretty damn big in the esports industry lately. They've got this little TV kind of show thing they've got going on, which is really cool. Faccento looking nice and serious over here on the left. I'll share this clip with you guys where they talk about their players that they're bringing in. JCap, Enable, and Temp are the big ones. So a lot of interesting things here to do with talent agencies, and you know, Faccento thinks he can make a good living off coming into this Bad Moon Talent, starting it up with Andrew Drake. Really cool initiative. Like, this is it smells like money moves to me. And obviously getting JCap Enable in, part of the Oak Boys, of course, that of course Faccento is a part of, the Oak Boys, if you guys are aware of that. I'm sure some of you are that keep up with the Twitter stuff. So yeah, and then bringing Temp on board as well as part of the teams that they are holding in terms of their talent, and therefore if organizations want to reach out and get involved with these talents for the franchise league, they'll have to go through Bad Moon as like a talent agency that represents these guys. Really, really cool stuff. The kind of thing that you see when an esport is maturing, I guess, and we start to have proper talent agencies representing the players. Obviously, franchising has its negatives and things that we're not so sure about, but stuff like this, it really seems like a proper sport, if you see what I mean. So moving onwards, we also have, actually, I don't even think I gave you time to listen to that video, so I'll do that now. I'll play it.
Yeah, today we're announcing with a few of our key players like JCap and Enable and Temp, and there's going to be more players that are announced in the coming days. But really, this is, you know, hello world from Bad Moon Talent, and we're here to start talking with each of the Call of Duty franchises beginning immediately. And then as far as the talent goes, you know, I think that we're going to have a lot of exciting announcements in the coming days.
So there we go. This is the tweet that they did. We will be announcing the talent we are repping soon, but today is all about our first players, Temp, Enable, and JCap. So, you know, even more players, of course, than this. CDL teams, we are officially open for business, reaching out to all of the teams, and Intel Call of Duty Kroenke says, you know, Paris Eternal is another to add on to this list. Really cool stuff. This is something from the Cheddar Esports write-up, which I'll share with you guys if you wanna read it down in the description box below. So, a former Blizzard talent manager, the coach of the reigning Call of Duty champions, are forming a new talent agency. So Andrew Drake and Bryce Faccento, as I said, have founded the new agency. They're looking into Call of Duty, Overwatch, and Fortnite. So 3 different titles, really cool stuff. They obviously have roots in Call of Duty. Faccento is going to be the COO, comes with a World Championship winning head coaching position at eUnited. So much cool stuff going on right here. And of course, Drake, who will serve as a CEO, has history in esports spanning companies MLG, Activision, and Blizzard. He's been around a long time for sure. Recently, the creative content producer and talent manager, as I just mentioned. The announcement comes in a turbulent time for Call of Duty. Things are changing around. You know, JCap's brought in Enable, and I'm not sure if they mentioned Temp right here, but definitely, as you can see on that tweet, another one to talk about. So yeah, the scene's move towards franchising has additionally caused upheaval for many of the scene's most popular teams, but, you know, it seems to have given an opportunity, and of course, Andrew Drake has a lot of experience in this kind of field, a lot of experience in Call of Duty, can get some big names on board. Sounds like a really cool opportunity, so thought I'd bring that to your guys' attention. Here we go then. This is going on to this Priestahh FaZe Clan Atlanta rumor. So this is Priesthah's girlfriend, and she was streaming Minecraft yesterday, and I will share with you the following clip.
I think that place would be better than where you're at now.
Really? I mean, I lived in Alabama when I was part of Lethal Gaming, and I was part of their content house before, like, it didn't turn out that well. But, and Georgia was, like, right there, and it was, like, an hour drive, and it seemed nice, like, the vibes are nice, and I heard that it's cheaper. I don't really know because I didn't live there.
You just said it!
So it's pretty interesting, especially towards the end of that video. She's talking about Georgia and Atlanta, of course, in the state of Georgia. Atlanta is a franchise spot for next season. The question is, that comes to mind, is this some sort of bait? Is this some sort of leak about where Priestahh might end up next season? We know that right now Priestahh is on FaZe Clan. He's back on FaZe from 100 Thieves. As far as I'm concerned, if you wanted to, if FaZe are going to get a spot, there is no reason why you would not have Priestahh on the team, because Priestahh is one of the best players in the game this year. I feel like if you you know, Asim is a great player, but if I could choose Asim or Priestahh, or maybe even a few of those other guys on the FaZe Clan team over Priestahh, I'm taking Priestahh all day, every day for me. So, you know, maybe you guys feel differently, but if Priestahh is going to be on a team and FaZe Clan are involved, probably going to be FaZe Clan related. So that brings up a whole range of questions. If, you know, and what's interesting about this, of course, it doesn't seem to be much of a leak or whatever. Of course, this is rumors, nothing confirmed. But what makes it interesting is her reaction at the end of the video, and also the fact that this VOD and this clip has since been deleted off Twitter, off Twitch, sorry. It's kind of like the Streisand effect, you know. When you try and remove attention from something by deleting it or getting it removed, you inadvertently bring more attention towards it. And the fact that this has now been deleted kind of implies that maybe there is some truth behind it that she's trying to cover up, I guess. But maybe that's a different stance to what you guys would take. So, of course, it brings up a range of questions. If that is in fact true that Priestahh is having talks with Atlanta, does that mean that FaZe Clan are having talks with the Atlanta group that owns the spot to do some sort of partnership? I mean, and the Atlanta eSports Venture Group, or whatever it's exactly called, that owns the Atlanta spot, they've already got the spot outright. So I can't see why that would be particularly FaZe related. So who knows whether FaZe are actually going to get a spot. Of course, there's 3 more spots left to go. I don't know what the time frame's looking like for them, but you know, every day that goes past with no announcement is a day less likely, I guess, that FaZe will indeed get a spot. So I'm sure Priesthah's got offers coming in left, right, and centre. How good he was this season, how integral he was as part of that 100 Thieves team, and you know how versatile he is as a player. If he's got this offer about talking to go Atlanta, Georgia, maybe that's an opportunity. But I'm sure you guys will leave your thoughts down on it below. So a few other things to mention here. Simp, following on from this talent agency thing, for all business inquiries, please reach out to russell@boosted.club. So you know, Simp picking up like an agent, which Crimsix talked about a few months ago in a video, saying how this is something that players have to do nowadays. And Zero, the same thing. For all business inquiries, reach out to this individual. So if you're watching this video, you want to pick up Zero for your CDL team, you're trying to get involved in Call of Duty, and for some reason you stumbled across my video, that is the @ Trey Zero Morris. Another thing here, Sensor, Doug Sensor Martin. I'm exploring all opportunities for the CDL next year. If you're a franchise that I haven't spoken to yet, implying yes, spoken to quite a few, can email me at censor@faceclan.com. I'm an unrestricted free agent, no contracts, no buyout, so pretty cool, obviously, a pretty attractive offer, especially what I was talking about with that Minnesota spot, and what Minnesota was saying at the start. If you're trying to pick up a restricted free agent, the team that currently owns that player can be like, actually, nah, give us a week to think about it and we might match the offer. An unrestricted free agent, a lot easier to do. And if Doug wants a spot, Doug's got the fan base, someone's definitely going to pick up Doug. I'm sure people are having interactions with him and talking about things along these lines. So interesting stuff. Sensor, in my opinion, will be on a franchise team. I don't think there's any doubt about that. If he wants to go down that route, where he'll end up, nobody knows. But he did say in an article to Deserto, he did a bit of an interview with them, that in an ideal world, he would like to end up playing in New York. So whether that happens, I don't know, but I thought I'd throw that out there for sure. Hastro says the following, of course, CEO of Envy and you know, Dallas Fuel and whatever the Dallas team they come up with this season. Who are the best COD content creators right now that are not on a team you'd like to join our Dallas group? You know, maybe me, you know, fly me out to Dallas. Wouldn't mind, mate. Just set up shop over there. Unfortunately, I do have a full-time job, so it may be a little bit difficult. But yeah, so thought this was pretty interesting. Hastro expanding the content team he's looking for Call of Duty towards the next season. Of course, a lot of players, the likes of, you know, FaZe Clan, OpTic, a lot of people being released, maybe FaZe not being involved next year. Maybe he's thinking, okay, this is the time to try and nab some content creators, who knows. Moving onwards then, Miracles, free agent going into the 2020 CDL season. Really interesting in competing this season, and I think I could be super valuable to a team. I'm also interested in a coaching position or managing a team. Feel free to reach out to me and let me know. No business email this time, but still a pretty decent tweet. Of course, Miracles, for those of you who aren't aware, world champion all the way back in the Black Ops 2 days on Freako Impact, alongside Karma, Adam Killer Sloss, and Parasite. So that was the dream team back in the day on Freako Impact. Miracles since then has kind of fallen off the face of the earth, but he's looking to come back into the 2020 season, maybe even competing, maybe some other role. And this is back to that tweet I talked about a few minutes ago. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like if you did, subscribe if you're new. As always, I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, leave all your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching as always. I'll see you next time.